Going.
Okay.
Can we all fit in here?
Go on, we'll sit back while I
That's
try.
a golden
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Okay.
Logan, move
I'm gonna move this back.
Logan, adjust that phone to get everybody there.
We're trying to get
Sorry,
everybody.
did you get yours going or no? No,
Sure,
I'll get in the back.
Alright.
Here. Alright, Jeff, you're gonna have to
Okay.
be in charge of comments.
Alright, you want to do a little introduction or
What's
something?
up, guys? Well, let's do all of our intros at the same time.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Alright, we can see everybody in there and Logan's phone.
Alright.
Alright. Alright.
Hey everybody.
That's it, we're good?
This
Alright,
is
Hey guys, it's Logan from Coaster Kids, and today we're doing our live stream.
There's a request for Peppa Pig to be in the picture.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot.
Peppa is in our other hotel room.
Other hotel.
Yeah, there's two.
Oh,
There are
oh,
two
oh.
hotel rooms.
I'll go get her.
You're gonna go get Peppa?
Key. Is it worth it?
Yeah,
people want to
Go get Peppa.
put the key in. I saw that.
I don't
Yeah,
know if you can get Peppa, that,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
everybody knows what
Okay.
Peppa's
I wouldn't worry
already-
about it.
We're trying to get Peppa.
No, we're not.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
We gave up.
We haven't even
So
tried.
we are coming to you from North Germany. We just went to Heidi Park earlier today.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we have Harry here. He joined us for 2 parks so far. So we went to Spain, Italy, Germany, and Netherlands, and he joined us for Walibi yesterday, Heidi today, and Hansa Park tomorrow. And then he is going to fly back to the UK. Us 3 are going to go to Sweden. After Sweden, Chad is heading back to America, and me and Logan are going to the UK. We'll meet back up with Harry and go to a few more parks, and then we're gonna head home.
Yeah.
Yeah?
So it's
Crazy.
pretty cool. So Jeff, what are some people? Where are some people
I'm
on?
right now looking at the comments on the Coaster Kids one, and so I'm gonna log into yours here too.
What time is it there?
It is 9:30.
Yeah,
22:10.
22:10. What is
No,
that?
that's 10.
We don't know military
It's
time.
10:10, okay?
Yeah. All right. So it's past
9:40.
9. It is 9 o'clock. And it's worth noting, it is still completely light out here because we're so north. It doesn't get dark
out till about 10:30 or 11.
Yeah,
No,
it's
stupid.
insane.
It's bullcrap.
It's bullcrap. The weather here is weird. Like today at Heidi Park, it rained for 70% of the
And
day.
then the sun came out.
And then the sun came out and blue skies instantly
It
after.
rained again. And then it's like,
Like,
It was just an endless cycle.
today was actually the first day where it really rained
yeah.
on any of the days.
So bad. Is that a setting on the
Because
phone?
Logan.
It's just because it's
It's
hot.
a live
No.
stream.
Logan's is really bad and Taylor's is a lot better.
Hey, that's how we do it here at Coaster Studios. The best quality. Let's see, we got 162 on mine, 62 on whatever phone this is, and 31 on whatever.
So that's the,
Alright.
That's not anything impressive.
Most surprising park of the trip. Streams working on my phone. Harry's bored already. Give me some Takis.
I think the is he cell or is he on Wi-Fi?
he's on the Wi-Fi.
Alright, we're just trying to read as many comments as we can. We're gonna have
Should be.
Jeff back here be our, he's moderating all
The
of
quality, though, I know it's the best.
Yeah, guys, we have this live on all 4 of our channels, so if one of the live stream qualities is not as good, then just hop on the other live stream.
Yeah, there looks like
If-
ours is left.
Yeah, it looks like Coaster Kids live stream is not, the quality's not as good, so just hop on another live stream.
Yeah, it's the same
We're all doing the same thing.
experience.
Yep, it's all live
Alright.
together.
Alright, so what were you saying about,
So I'm gonna say best coaster of the trip.
okay,
G-Force?
Taryn.
G-Force.
Go ahead so far, but I hope it's 2 parks. Yeah, that's true.
Taryn, I'd probably put strong number 2.
Yeah, it's really hard to decide between a couple of them. And G-Force was very intense and had a lot of good airtime. Terran was fairly intense, had some good airtime moments
Mhm.
also. So
Well, and you can't top the theming. Like Klugheim is unbelievable.
yeah,
It was amazing.
Chad, hand me Logan's my phone. I'm gonna try this while we're doing this. Switch out. I'm gonna start.
That is
over.
Logan's phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
The quality's really bad. So.
Okay.
All right. Next question. What's the hardest part about traveling in Europe?
The tiny roads.
Yeah, tiny roads. The best part about traveling in Europe is some highways don't have speed limits.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh, the
Germany.
Autobahn.
So we hit 120 miles per hour when I was driving
Top
on the
Fuel
Autobahn, no speed limit, and so we were going just as fast as Top Fuel Dragster.
Yeah, crazy.
Baby, I'm ready to go.
We were ready to go.
Yeah. There's this funny Snapchat, and it's just like we're all cheering once he hits it.
As soon, because it was like 118, One
But
is
it was very hard to get up to that.
yeah,
speed.
and then like it went down a little. Like
Yeah.
going, the car that we were in could barely handle. Like we hit 120. I thought the thing was gonna fall apart.
Yeah. So
It was funny.
that was pretty funny.
The other thing, so there was this funny moment where we were in.
thumbnail. There you go.
Oh my gosh,
You're
so many
Thumbnail.
thumbnails.
There
You
you
could
go.
not
It's like
see me
not
at
editing
all.
Again.
Can you
All
see
right.
it?
Yeah, you're good.
So we took a detour to France. I don't know how many of you guys knew that, but like a lot of people were saying you guys should go to France, and we went to France. We went to Strasbourg. It is because Europa Park is right near the border of France, so we went to France, and when we were there, we went to this famous cathedral. At one point in time, it was like the tallest building in the world for like 200 years or something like that, and
It was
So-
built before America was even found, so that's pretty freaking cool.
yeah, so we're driving to get there, and we think we drove on a road.
We still don't
I
know.
wasn't there.
Chad wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
It was me, Logan, and Jeff, and
I'm the
we think it was a road, but we were the only car on there, and it could have been a sidewalk. But like we've realized in Europe, the only rule is just do your best. So we're doing our best
Yeah.
when driving around Europe.
We're not breaking any rules.
Yeah, we're doing our
I will
best.
say that one of the other awesome experiences that we've done that's not coaster related is we drove through the Swiss Alps.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my god.
that was amazing.
Can you set
Um,
that back up there?
It was very cold.
All right, we're restarting the Coaster Kids live stream.
Alright. What's up,
Thank you, Chad.
dudes?
Yes. When we were driving through the Swiss Alps, at one point we were so high up we drove through a cloud.
And there was a crap ton of snow up top.
Yeah, we were on the same level as
It
snow.
was also like almost freezing. Like it was like 35 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh my god.
It was insane, and we're up there in shorts and everything.
Yeah.
It was it was crazy, but the view was like unbelievable. So
Whoa. Did you get it figured
Wow.
out?
Woo.
Hey.
Wait, whoa,
No,
why,
did it
why
not?
is it the same
what
person?
happened? Harry, what happened to your stream?
4 of us are
No,
live
I'll fix it
now.
now.
Let's go. All on our iPhones.
Yeah, we tried to set it up on the laptop, but it had
Oh,
a hard time
click-
connecting.
click- Retry. Try
Yeah,
again.
and I
Try again.
Yeah, click try again.
and
Try again.
I would like to say I have almost half as many viewers as Taylor.
Yeah.
Let's point that out.
Well, and Chad, if you guys, I don't know how many of you guys are subscribed to like all 4 of us,
Mhm.
but we've each been doing like different
Different
content for this
things.
trip. So Chad
Yeah.
has been killing it with, he goes live at
Every day.
every single park we're at. So like a lot of the times when we're at these parks, we don't actually get up the material until.
It takes maybe
days
even a
later.
Week. Yeah.
I mean,
sometimes.
imagine hotel Wi-Fi matters,
Yeah.
and then time because we're going to these parks, but also we're editing and
Yeah,
stuff.
and
So
we're tired.
so, like, the best way to keep up to date, first of all, is following all of us on social media.
Yeah, Instagram,
We're all-
Facebook, Twitter, all that.
We're all posting our stuff, and then Chad is the only one in our group that's been going live consistently every single day
Yeah.
on YouTube,
What a
around the
trip.
same time.
So for Hansa Park, Groningen, Kolmarden, and Leesburg, which are the parks that I will be at, I'm not going to the UK. Make sure you check out the live videos on my channel, How Valley Coasters,
Yeah.
to stay up to date with the rest of the trip.
For sure. Harry, what is going on with the Coaster Bot live
It's
stream?
not. It's dead.
Oh.
Well,
Can we all get a rip in the chat for Harry's live stream?
Press F to pay respects.
All right, somebody asked what was the best
Plus
park
the
yet?
press the gray money button in the bottom to
Press
pay
the green money button.
to help pay for Harry's.
Yeah.
Android?
Best park yet.
Yeah, and can you monitor my stream? I just got a thing from Verizon saying I've used 50% of data, so for the day. So I want to see if the quality goes to crap.
It's still running. I'm on it.
Okay.
Logan's second one is just as bad. So I
Mine
don't
just
know.
died.
We have some setting. for it.
You can
Okay,
try
I'm just curious to see if mine starts getting really
So,
bad.
favorite park. Guys.
Favorite park?
So far.
Fantastic
Favorite-
Land.
Fantasyland. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Mine.
To contrast,
Sorry.
what about best park
Chad's
experience?
second beer.
Wallaby Holland.
Oh yeah.
I would also say Walibi Holland.
Yeah, they were very nice to us.
So why? Yeah.
With Walibi Holland treated us like we were like kings
Employees.
and queens. It was amazing. They were so nice to us. Backstage tours, ERT. Private
ERT for just
ERT.
us.
Just us, and then a few other people that showed up. So we were on every single train because sometimes with like events that you go to, ERT is not really ERT. You still gotta wait.
Also,
at a couple
the
trains.
biggest group we've had
Yes,
Walibi.
Walibi Holland had a huge turnout.
It's
It was
20
awesome.
to
And
25
also-
people or
The
so.
Netherlands fans were the
Netherlands
biggest turnout.
fans have been bringing it.
Also Germany though, when we were at Fantasyland, we had a large group of people.
Fantasyland, I'd say second biggest turnout.
And also at Walibi Holland, we got a behind-the-scenes tour on Goliath and Robin Hood, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, which I mean, Robin Hood, that's getting RMC'd, so we may be the only people that get, or like the last people that ever get a backstage tour of that. So I would say Walibi Holland killing it. Like they know their customer service, so like we can't recommend that park enough. They did amazing. And then Fantasyland is just a gorgeous park with like the best theming I've ever seen. So
Logan,
good stuff there.
Logan, tell them what they let you do at Walibi Holland.
These cost money. These were in the
Oh, these are the hotel ones. Drink a different one.
Drink this one, Logan.
Alright. Okay.
We're cracking open a couple of drinks.
Logan's hitting the mini bar.
Alright, it's Coke Light, but whatever.
Coke Light.
Oh, wait, no,
They
no,
call
no,
Diet
wait,
Coke.
Logan,
here.
there's another one. There's another one.
They call Diet Coke here Coke,
Coke
Light.
Light.
So my funny story with Coke Light. So this was when we were in Spain. I had no idea that Diet Coke was called Coke Light.
Coke
And
Light
so
Ice.
I
Stop promoting beer.
so whenever I go to get a drink, like in America, they always stuff it full of ice, right? So I'm at like some park or whatever, and I say, "Can I get a Coke Light Ice?" Because I don't want them to stuff it full of ice. So they took it as Coke Light without ice. so I got the wrong drink with no ice at all. It
Yeah,
was,
that's-
or maybe it was like a lot of ice.
That's very much a Taylor thing to do.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you even remember?
Don't even remember. All right, it was.
All right.
Whatever. It was. I thought it was funny.
Everybody name one strange difference we've noticed that's different from USA and Europe.
No free refills.
Yeah.
No free.
Yeah.
Bathrooms.
I don't know.
Bathrooms.
I don't know what you
You
expect.
have to pay to use the restroom here.
We took a
Yes.
crap in a hole in Gardaland.
Not the woods, like at the
No,
theme park.
like
In
at
a hole
the theme
in the
park,
bathroom.
there is a hole. The stalls are holes in the ground. I will also say a big pet peeve of mine is smoking, and at all the U.S. parks, you have designated smoking areas, so they're often like behind the building, so it doesn't like smell up the park. Some of these parks smell like cigarettes everywhere because
Yeah,
people
really
smoke
bad.
in the queue lines. Like at Efteling, there was someone smoking in front of us in line for Baron. I thought he was going to choke and die.
Yeah.
Like not trying to be dramatic, but it was pretty traumatic.
Over dramatic.
Shut up.
A little bit.
what would you say?
Don't know, man.
Well, another thing we had to do is like use different currency, which is
Yeah,
kind of weird.
Euros.
Euros.
Yeah.
I'm kind of all used to this, you know.
But it's still another country. You know?
Yeah, but I've been to all of these countries before. I don't know. There's a lot of similarities, and it's kind of hard to pick out the differences. Yeah.
Nothing really.
The
Well,
McDonald's.
Well, when we
items.
get him to America, we'll.
That'll be a whole different.
It'll be different. Yeah.
Someone asked, are you guys underage drinking? So explain to them that you are not.
No.
No,
I'm 23.
I'm 20, and the legal age is 18 here. So
Yeah.
And Logan's definitely too young.
Logan's not on the bid.
I'm legally old enough to drink
I'm only
here.
on
I'm
that
20.
Coke stuff.
But I don't drink, so I've been drinking some
That's
soft
your
drinks.
answer.
Yeah.
Soft drinks or.
Favorite,
Oh, sorry. Fizzy drinks.
favorite
Fizzy
wooden coaster of the trip.
What?
Favorite wooden coaster.
Probably Troy.
Troy or the one at.
Well, yeah.
Wooden?
I can't
Well,
just.
I'd say Troy or Woden. I think. The dueling GCI at Efteling was pretty cool though.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like small bunny
I would say
hills.
that Troy was better than Woden.
You think Troy was definitely better than Woden.
Yeah.
I haven't decided on that yet.
But here's a better question: best SLC we've been
Best
at.
SLC. I say the one we did today.
None.
Really?
What?
Limit today.
I thought Limit was
Yeah, Limit's
not
alright.
the worst SLC. Like
Yeah.
the one at Gardaland was bad.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was
So good.
that was awful.
Blue Tornado as well.
The one we did at Wallaby.
Wallaby was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad.
Limit at Heidi Park, I would say was the
They're
not the
all
worst.
really bad.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
that bad. All right.
Also, Harry, do you want to talk about your SLC experience?
Yeah.
today?
So today,
Oh.
when we rode Limit, it was my 100th roller coaster credit.
Why would you pick an SLC
Thank you.
for
thank you.
a milestone?
Just because I can. you know? Yeah, we were going around the park and
No, you're not allowed to.
I'm not really that bothered about what kind of coaster is my number 100, so I thought it'd be kind of funny to have an SLC. You know, everyone hates them, but I don't think they're too bad. So, what can you do?
That's funny. And Logan hit a milestone.
You did.
I hit my 400th roller coaster on Flugger de Monen. I know it's not that good of a 400th, but whatever.
It's
I
the
don't
best operating ride there.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
much.
True.
You can make an argument for Desert Race, but
Nah.
seeing Colossus there, I think was
It's
pretty
depressing.
depressing for all of us.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. It's like just under 200 feet. The ride is enormous.
And if anyone does care, I hit my 300th coaster at Efteling on their GCI, the Fireside.
Yeah.
And
We've all hit milestones.
Yeah.
Taylor hit his
It's
500th
500.
coaster on Terran.
Yeah.
So
That's
100,
great.
300, 400, and 500.
So we've got everything except for 200. We need someone.
Harry,
for
ride
200.
100 more coasters.
Yeah.
Jeff?
For tomorrow.
Jeff? I mean, maybe
Jeff?
Yeah.
How
Do
many
you think you'll
coasters?
hit a milestone?
I don't keep track.
Jeff doesn't keep. He's ridden at least 200 coasters.
My milestone is we went to 14 theme park days in a row.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's his milestone.
Yeah.
Most days in a row at theme parks.
Yeah.
All right, we got 250 viewers on mine. That's pretty sweet.
Let's check
One
my
That's
hour
awesome.
30 a month.
Alright, you guys, here's
Yeah.
a question.
I only got 11 views.
Talk about the playgrounds at theme parks.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
God,
All right, hey,
yes.
talk about Toverland.
So, this is from Toverland. If you can see this bruise on my arm, it's actually pretty bad now. So a lot of these theme parks here in Europe have playgrounds, but they're not like your ordinary playground. They're like very large and have lots of unique
This would be
things
such
to
a
do.
liability in America.
So like today, for example, we were at Heidi Park and they have like this giant slide complex, and this thing's probably like 3 or 4 stories tall.
It was
really
It
good.
was
very tall.
huge.
It is all these crazy steep slides, and they have these like roller things, like airport rollers or what I don't know.
Like that you put your
rollers.
bags on when
Yeah.
you're at TSA.
And you just slide down, you make it go like really fast. It's
Your
crazy.
butt feels so weird after.
However, they do not force you to take out your aloe.
But yeah, throw back to the airport vlog.
Yeah, check out Chad's vlog.
Yeah, so, but the cool thing was at Toverland, they had like this extreme like playground area.
Yeah.
And
We had more fun at the playground than in the actual park.
yeah.
Like the park was like fine and all. Like we had a good time and whatnot. And
It's a lot of
they
weird,
were really nice to us.
all
The
these
park
trampolines. And stuff.
Toverland was just a very different park than I think any of us were expecting.
Yeah, it was cool though. It was
Yeah.
very cool.
You don't miss the playground at Toverland.
No, it's
You
the best
better
part
go
of the park.
there.
It's the best part of the park.
Force you to.
It was great.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, that weird kid coaster team that always
Oh.
says he's sorry for being mean to Logan is making a bunch of nasty comments about Logan.
Really?
Oh, coaster team.
Hey,
Somebody block that idiot.
coaster
Wait,
team.
is he on this?
You're trash talking a 13-year-old? 13? How old are you?
Yeah.
13? You're 13.
What's the point?
13-year-old, you're surrounded with people that have a large amount of following, and now we're telling all
What
of
are
our
you trying to
followers.
accomplish?
We're telling all of our followers about you who are being really mean to a 13-year-old boy, and that just isn't that cool.
So everybody
That's not
block
that
coaster
cool.
team.
Yeah, coaster team, bad move. Not the
Outta here.
smartest decision.
Get out of it.
Get
Yeah.
out of here.
Alright, talk about Terran.
Anyway.
What'd you guys think of Terran?
So that was 500 for me, and honestly, like, so if you look at our shirts, Terran was the coaster behind me. That was easily the coaster I was like most looking forward to. It was pretty much that and Wildfire, just because I love theming and really intense like thrill rides. So Terran really packed in everything for me. And that being said, I was really anticipating that ride. So it's a lot to live up to. I would say I think I was expecting the first half to be a little bit more intense than it actually was, but that second launch was amazing.
And the waterfall.
Yeah, you hit a waterfall.
You literally get hit by
and
the water.
there's
It's
so
crazy.
many whippy moments that like remind me of Intimidator 35, which is at my home park, and so it just completely throws your body to the
With
side.
hot bars.
So what's the full name of the guy? Coaster Team 2018, is that correct?
Yeah.
Coaster Team
Okay, a lot of
2018?
people are still asking in the chat. It's Coaster Team 2018.
Yeah, Coaster Team 2018, go block him.
Okay, cool. Anyway,
Um,
keep going with that.
So, and the theming is the best in the world. I'm convinced Fantasyland has the best theming.
Kick them out.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You guys all talk about the theming and how, when you say theming, what does that mean? I'm like the moderator.
It's a very immersive experience. It's
Yeah.
not just like normal, like, oh, this ride has this particular theme. It's the entire area.
It's not
Yeah.
just decoration.
No.
So any park that you think of, like Cedar
Like-
Fair, Six Flags, this is
Way good.
a completely another
Like,
level.
it's
Like
so detailed. Even the bathrooms are themed.
the
and
bath,
everything.
we at
Everything.
Europa Park,
There
we
was
were at a
gnome
urinal
king.
and there's a gnome next to it. Like
With a little teeny urinal.
so.
With a little teeny.
Look, I mean, yeah, let's throw some shade at Mystic Timbers a bit. Like everyone was kind of like, say, "Wow, that's like such a themed ride," compared to the
it's
stuff in
only
Europe.
themed to wood.
Mystic Timbers is not themed compared to the rides here in Europe.
Oh, no.
Like
No.
this is
It's
insane. Like
Really?
A lot of the rides have pre-shows too.
Yeah,
so,
pre-shows.
And also
Baron.
the queue lines
the
have
Baron,
pre-shows.
the Baron pre-show
Yeah.
blew us
amazing.
away.
Yeah, it's so
Top
cool.
notch.
Mhm.
And what we've realized, Chad and I have been talking about this a lot. We think that the rides in Europe, in general,
Or
not as
not
good
a bit underwhelming.
as America. So the parks compensate by
With theming.
doing this amazing theming
And-
that is
no,
way
it's,
better.
It's kind of funny.
That's not true though.
Okay, all right.
The
all right,
rides
all right.
themselves are designed with the theming. You can't separate the ride and the theming.
You can. It's
No,
called
you
American
can't.
coasters.
The American coasters don't have the theming. They were designed as a coaster and that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, European rides, they go, alright,
Well,
we want this coaster and we want this theme, let's make something that combines the two.
It's kind of weird too because we found that
That's a
like
good
a lot of the
Yeah.
queue lines tend to be better
It's
than the
unfair.
rides themselves.
Some of the, okay, Oblivion, the black hole.
At Garden.
Our favorite part was the queue line.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The queue line
It was
is fantastic.
amazing.
It's really good.
It's like if you haven't, I don't know.
So,
where-
so many light effects, so many like
Yeah.
screens and there's noises and the rumble.
is there a
plays
video
and stuff.
online where people can look up like the queue
Yeah,
line?
there is one. There's a
Yeah,
board thing.
we shot some footage, but I mean that's not gonna be out for a while. Go look up Oblivion, the Black Hole's queue line. I think that was
It's very
probably.
cool.
What do you think? Our favorite queue line so far?
Mine was Baron.
You think that, or I would take Oblivion's queue line over Baron, but Baron had the better pre-show.
No,
I mean,
the reason
Oblivion
why-
didn't really have a pre-show.
The reason why I would take Oblivion is because the theming is like throughout the whole queue. Like for Baron, the first half of the queue is just
Switchbacks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
Oblivion doesn't really have any switch. Well, it does at the start, but you just skip them on usually.
Yeah. So I think that was one like Chad and I don't think either of us like we knew it was themed, but we didn't expect the queue line to be that good.
Yeah.
Better than the ride.
Alright, Expedition G-Force or Millennium Force?
Expedition
Expedition
G-Force.
Expedition G-Force.
Yeah.
Why?
It's more intense.
More airtime.
More airtime, better transitions.
Airtime.
When we talked
not
to the holiday park general manager, he's a great guy. He's an enthusiast.
Yeah.
And so he was talking to us about all sorts of stuff, and he was talking about how he worked with the construction and design work with Intamin for Expedition G-Force, and so therefore he worked with Warner Stengel. And when he was talking about it, he's like, Warner Stengel considers Expedition G-Force his finest work. Like,
I understand.
that, it totally makes sense. Like, that ride is a masterpiece. That being said, I think our first ride, we were a little underwhelmed. Wouldn't you say, Chad?
Expedition G-Force. We were in the back.
We
I,
were-
didn't- I know some of us disagree on this.
Yes,
But,
this is a
Taylor-
hot topic.
Taylor and I don't particularly like it in the back. We were in the front later and we thought it was much better.
And that being
How
said,
dare
Logan,
But it doesn't
Logan.
say. Logan likes it in the back more.
much prefers
The
it.
back is so much better.
So, hot topic. Like, it just shows, I mean, there's not a bad seat on it. We rode in the middle, and we were getting thrown out like crazy. So, G-Force, just go ride it.
I saw an interesting comment. Who has the best tan line?
My sock tan line.
Rocket Taylor socks.
I
You
have
see
zero
this sock
I don't know,
tan?
this is pretty good too, right here. This is
That's pretty
That's
bad.
pretty bad.
That's-
I literally have no tan line
Yeah.
anywhere.
Taylor has a soft tan line.
I'm really proud of this.
Do you have
Alright,
No.
All right, next
Here's-
question.
Good for you.
White.
people are donating money to you, Taylor.
Let's go.
Super chat.
Shout out to
hey.
everyone in the super chat. I would give you a shout out individually, but I can't really read all the comments from here. But like, you're the bomb.
Alright, here's a question for Harry.
Hello. It's me.
What's it like meeting these guys for the first time?
So,
No. Yeah, the first time I actually saw, well, I was at the airport and then I saw this man running towards me and then this man running towards me as well, and that was pretty crazy.
yeah.
And meeting everyone is just really fantastic, really. I mean, we've been speaking for ages and talking for ages, and to finally be together and riding coasters together is very, very cool. So I'm very glad that I came out here to do this with these guys, and yeah, awesome, totally awesome.
I would say we were all kind of in agreement. The first time when we were actually like, as soon as we picked up Harry from the airport, we went to Amsterdam to walk around a bit. When we were walking around Amsterdam with Coasterbot, like, I would say it was like pretty surreal.
Yeah.
Just because like
First of all, we've never been to Amsterdam.
we'd never
Second
been.
of all,
We
were
were in
with
a
Harry.
completely like out of our comfort zone place,
Yeah.
like exploring these historic buildings with a guy who we had been talking on the internet for years, but never met in person. And here we are, just walking around like it didn't feel real.
No, yeah, it definitely didn't.
It was
very
crazy.
It's pretty surreal.
But like it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
it really
Pretty
is.
cool. The
All right,
publicity business has been
Everybody
great.
name one funny thing that's happened on this trip.
Oh boy.
Go.
Do you want to talk about?
What?
Let me. Give me some
No.
time.
No, okay.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
All right, Logan, did you have one?
I don't really know.
I'm trying to think about something. I mean,
There's
there's
so
just
many
so many
funny
things.
There's been some funny stuff.
Yeah.
We'll come back though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to think about that one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right, what was it like driving through the streets of Madrid?
Okay.
Well, Jeff drove.
I'm out of this conversation, so.
Jeff
You guys were
drove.
in the car.
Everyone else was like, no,
we
stop, and like
Oh,
Taylor
Taylor
passed out. At
I
some
was-
point.
I'm a very cautious driver, and so Madrid was nuts. Like cars going over.
I
We
will
didn't know
say,
what was the
what's
street.
our
what was
number
the
one
sidewalk.
rule? Our rule to live by when driving? It's
It's
Do your best.
do your
or
best.
try your
Oh,
best.
try your best. Yeah, that's it.
try
So
your
best.
everyone, like we don't know if we were like doing it right.
Yeah.
And what was funny was we met up with a fan who lived in Madrid,
Yeah,
and
Pablo.
we dropped him off in Madrid because it was like pretty close to our hotel. And so as we're driving around Madrid, freaking out, he's like sitting calmly in the back. And he's like, he thought it was crazy because we didn't know what we're doing. Like
He
it was
thought we were crazy.
It was normal to him. He's like, how do you guys not know where you're going? And we're like, are you insane? This place is nuts. So like all the cities
Yeah.
in America, like you get a lot of grid systems and stuff. Like it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Mad-
And then Madrid
Madrid
is like,
was-
let's put a road here.
Yeah, I mean, Madrid made no sense, and there were traffic circles everywhere.
Yeah.
Or roundabouts, whatever.
Roundabouts.
Yeah,
Traffic
not
circles.
Roundabouts.
Oh,
Roundabouts.
It's a roundabout.
Team
Some
roundabout.
uncontrolled
This road
intersections.
makes
I
two
mean,
cents.
you just
Let's
basic-
make the
Also,
road.
Amsterdam was really bad too. There's bikes everywhere.
Amsterdam, the bikes
Yeah.
outnumber the cars like
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah, or more than that. but
Yeah,
it-
more than
so
it
many.
was
Probably 20 to 1.
20-1.
Yeah.
It was.
Bikes change
69.
I
everything.
think when you go through an intersection, you gotta make sure not to hit bikes.
Yep.
Make sure you don't hit people. Don't
And
hit
then check to make
cars.
sure there's not another bike coming.
Yeah,
And
it's like,
It was-
crazy.
yeah, so I would
I've
say
never seen so many bikes in my life.
probably some of our favorite experiences have been
Is
driving
there
driving
through
anybody
the
on my
city.
stream right now? 8 people. Yes.
8 people? Man,
better than
that quality must be like
Quality's
stuff.
really bad. Everybody
Pretty
switched
bad.
over to yours. 'cause
Huh.
it's better
Have you
quality.
checked? Is mine doing alright? Like, still looks
Yeah,
good?
you're 281. Yeah, the quality looks good.
Okay, good.
281
Alright,
people on.
just want to make sure. Yeah, that was driving through Madrid experience. I think none of us will ever forget.
Oh
was,
yeah,
that
that
was
was
nuts.
terrifying.
All right, what did you guys think of Red Force and Ferrari Land?
Awesome.
Yeah, Red Force was great.
Yeah.
So something I don't think either of us knew. It kind of launches like straight out of the station.
Yeah, you start to move forward like a little bit and.
Yeah, so we didn't know that. So we
No,
were like
they had no
expecting
idea.
like a stop and like a countdown,
Nope,
like
they just went.
dragster. And so like we were not ready at all. We like pull out of the station, like I'm like, prepping myself. I'm like, okay, this is about to
It
happen.
was
And
not
then
facing
we
forward.
just went.
Yeah, I was like not facing forward at all.
No, I think we were like looking around and it's just wah.
Yeah, that was cool. There's
Ferrari-
maybe strengths on Red Force that are kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
You can tell the story if you want.
So when you come back into the station on Red Force, all of the employees go this, and they expect you to follow. So you go like this,
Okay.
and we're like, okay, why are we doing this? It's because the lap bars they go boom. They, like this is not an exaggeration. They shoot up,
Yeah.
and like if you don't move your arms,
get
you're gonna
knocked
get
out.
hit in the arm or the face or something. Like it is.
So bad.
They are the most aggressive lap bars I've ever
alright.
seen.
Challenge. Next time you ride Red Force, lean like this.
See? Don't do that.
Don't listen to him. What do you think of Ferrari Land?
I thought it was nice.
I would say more than that. I'd say it's a half day park. It's a half day park.
Big. It's not in my
No.
area wise. It's very small.
No, it's not. Hey, do we have an iPhone charger cable?
Yeah, I can get you one.
Okay, thanks. I would say it is a half day park. It's very beautiful. Everything's like Italian theme, like lots of red brick and everything, and it's a very pretty park. But again, I don't think you need more than half a day there. Like we rode Red Force 7 times, maybe. Yeah, we were.
We rode it like 8 times.
Something like that. We really enjoyed that ride.
The front row on Red Force is by far the best.
Yeah. Chad, do you want to talk about Furious Baco?
Oh, one of the worst coasters I've ever ridden.
Very good.
So Logan.
So Logan does not like Furious Baco. I love Furious Baco.
I thought Furious Baco was great.
Because you're drunk.
I'm not drunk. I'm one of the only people here not drinking.
Differing opinion.
People donated $16.
Wow.
Holy moly, people.
Pay for mileage tomorrow.
Taylor's paying.
Pay for a McDonald's tomorrow.
Why do you guys keep donating money?
Well, that's gonna.
Um,
I'm over
yeah.
200. I have more than Taylor. It's 50.
You have more than me, right? Sorry, my phone. I just had to connect Wi-Fi. Apparently, I was on cellular. So we had some team issues. So yeah.
Well,
so
all of you
yeah.
200 people that are online, you guys just stay there because why switch back to his? All right. Anyway.
So yeah, we dropped down to
Too,
45.
Chad, but they're on there.
Yeah, we dropped down to 45. It's okay. People will come back. People are coming
Not
and
that
going.
this is a competition.
Yeah, no, it's not. Like you guys can come and go as long as you want. What?
Nothing.
All right. Anyway, talk about Walibi
Yeah,
Holland.
so we got to Walibi Holland and there was about 5 or 6 dudes there already, and these were all people that I already knew. And then basically we had a few drinks, completely free, which was pretty awesome. And then we headed over to Goliath for early ride time, and that, you know, we were just going round and round again, swapping seats, front back,
I
riding with
dispatched
different people.
one of the trains, so I deserve some of the credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
This guy,
That was really
though.
cool.
And,
Yeah.
and Taylor got the same seat.
So
back in the day.
this park is amazing. They said, you know, Taylor, you keep on doing these operation videos where you're judging these ride-ops and how fast they're setting out trains. Have you ever dispatched a train before? I'm like, no, I haven't. So they're like, okay, let's change that. So they got me a uniform and a name tag that says Taylor and like a official hat and everything. They said, okay, we're gonna train you how to run Goliath, and you're gonna dispatch a couple trains. Let's see how fast my dispatch
So
are.
all of Taylor's friends get in the line, and we all get in the train, and he has to staple all of us, of course.
Well, and it's funny because they try to be as difficult as possible. So
Yeah.
it was funny. So there's a video of that coming on YouTube. Like I think it's awesome. So
It was
we're-
a pretty cool thing.
it was a cool experience. Like it was awesome, and I'm sure it was like probably a little bit dark
Yeah.
just watching that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so you're in a drive box.
I was in a dry box, and then I'm like, all right, we're gonna dispatch this train, and then the train starts moving out. I'm like, that was satisfying.
Also, don't ever think I've seen you in a hat before.
Yeah.
So that was a little weird.
Yeah, we put on a hat and my hair goes down. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
All of the people in the queue must have been really like concerned.
Oh my gosh, all
Because we
the
were clapping
all the
random
GP
times.
that are like watching me do it, they're probably
Yeah.
like, is this guy new or something? I'm like, yes, as of like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So I dispatched like maybe 4 trains. Like it was not that much, but I thought it was awesome. So
It was pretty cool.
they nailed it. And
Definitely the weirdest thing that's happened on the street.
yeah, that's it. Well, and I think like when we were talking earlier about like best park experiences, just Walibi Holland in general, they treated us so amazing. Like big shout out to Scott
Yeah.
who was there. Like it was just and because there was a lot of people there, it was just like so fun.
Yeah.
So
And then we got to go behind the scenes in Goliath really and stand underneath the drop. So everyone kind of got some great shots of Goliath from, you know, looking up towards the drop. And then we did the same Robin Hood, which is even more kind of out of the way. So
Oh, no one's commenting. Okay, then.
we got some really, really quite fantastic shots of both Goliath and Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And then this was all kind of extra things. And
yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
for sure. So that was good.
Just so everybody knows, all of the live streams are really kind of blurry and low quality. Just let them know.
What did you
I mean, but
expect?
it's just extra low
Yeah.
quality.
10,
But you have to take it
60
to
FPS.
We're all doing this
4K.
on our phones. We're trying.
We're trying. And if you're not, if you're just not,
It's the Wi-Fi from the
yeah,
hotel.
yeah.
if you're just not joining, you can go back and watch these later too. So.
Yeah, for sure.
There's some questions
Got
about
98,
how you
2
guys
sets.
plan this, and how do we
Maybe
set
you
up?
should talk about that. Come on in
Come on
here.
in, Jeff.
Jeff-
Jeff
Jeff
is the
did-
guy behind the scenes.
Go ahead, here.
Jeff made this
Here.
whole trip happen.
Part the Red Sea event. Jeff, come on, talk a bit about this.
Roll the red card.
Hey everybody, I'm Logan's dad, and this trip, people are asking a lot of. One of the questions was, "Are you guys millionaires?" And the answer is,
Yes.
no. Chad is. The rest of us are struggling to get by. But we've been planning this trip for about 2 years. It's been kind of in the works. At first, it was Logan and I were going to go, and we realized this was more than we could bite off on our own, and so reached out to Taylor and Chad. And Harry's been involved since the beginning, is kind of a consultant.
Yeah.
Right, like I told you like a year and a half ago,
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
help us. I'd send you some T-shirts,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you threw them away or not, but we sent them some
No,
Coaster
no,
Kids
no.
T-shirts.
We
And
planned the parks, didn't we? And the order that the parks would be in, and which parks that were actually worth going to.
yeah, because my first thought was, well, we got to go to Disneyland Paris, and then people who really knew were like, no, that's not one of the
Yeah.
best parks. The coasters aren't great. And so, Harry really kind of helped refine which parks to go to. And then we just started looking into, flights and the dates that they're open, and geographically what made sense. And doing this as a group has been a lot of fun. We've been laughing our heads off. We've had
Yeah.
the best time. And some of the funniest moments were not at theme parks. It was just traveling.
In hotels, in the car.
Yeah, but we've been, mostly sharing hotel rooms.
Well,
We've
it's
been
probably way
sharing-
more fun than if it were just you two. Like,
Oh, absolutely, it's more fun. Wow, imagine me and Logan trying to drive through the Swiss Alps. I don't.
Oh
think-
my gosh.
I don't think we'd have survived. We would not have come home.
It's
So
just-
you guys have saved our lives.
it's nice because one, it makes the trip more entertaining, and two, it also is much easier because anyone who's ever done a large road trip before, the more people you go, just like in general, it helps divide up the cost for everyone. Because then if you're booking one room for one person, that's all on you, and then now you have 4 people.
Yeah.
You're split up, so it definitely helps with the cost, and then also helps with driving. We haven't had any super long drives. The longest was about 6 hours.
6 hours, but that was only like a one-time thing.
Yeah,
That
so
was from Mirbelandia to Europa Park. We had to drive through the Swiss Alps for that. So.
yeah, but I mean things like that. If someone's tired, you just trade off driving, and so it's really helpful there. And
Yeah, we reached out to all the parks before we went and told them we were coming. Some of them, gave us some complimentary stuff or some entry or something. Some of them totally blew us off.
Heidi Park.
oh,
Not to mention anything. Some of them kind of insulted us, but
okay.
generally speaking, it's been amazing. And I would say personally, I'll get out. I'll let you coaster enthusiasts get back to talking. The part that's been the most rewarding for me so far is all the people we've met.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Every park we've been to except for 2. So we've been to 14 days, and so 12 of those days there were people who showed up, who watched these guys' channels, who knew about Logan's Scream Scale, who knew about Taylor's parodies, who knew about Chad's live streams. I mean, like legitimate fans of what these guys do, and hung out with us and rode coasters with us and got featured in our videos. And people from all over Europe, some people from the U.S. that flew over here because they wanted to be a part of this for a couple of days. And a lot of local a coaster enthusiast group called Coaster Hero from the Netherlands. Some of those guys met up with us, and so it's really been cool. So if you're one of those people that have met us, we really appreciate you. Last thing I'll chime in is everybody who bought a tour T-shirt or a tour poster. We did make some money off of that, and we all shared it. Some of that money we paid Stephanie, who designed the T-shirt. Steph got. We paid her a share of the profits. We've also used it to pay for the hotels for a couple days, and
This
so
particular room actually too. So.
yeah. So you've helped us, and we really do appreciate that. And if you bought a poster, they've been signed by all the American guys. They're shipped to England. They're at Harry's.
Sign them.
Harry's going to sign them and send them back, and then we'll get them to you in the mail when we get back from the trip.
and
So
it's worth knowing the posters look amazing. Like
they really did turn out good.
they're
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
cool. So
So that's it for me. I'll go back to
All right.
moderating the comments.
thanks, Jeff. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
So
See, Jeff?
I think what would, I don't know if this is what anyone want to know, but that's kind of how we plan this. If someone watching wanted to plan a trip, what do you think some of our advice would be?
Get some friends that want to go. You can't do it by yourself.
Have fun. Get some buddies to go with.
Yeah, it's safer, easier, and more cost efficient to do
Oh,
it that
someone's
way.
calling you.
Whoops.
Wow, way to interrupt the live stream.
Wow.
Sorry, phone call. Is mine still? Oh, we are getting. Are we getting comments?
You're still on?
Wow, are we getting comments?
Yeah. So if
Oh, there we go. Yeah, we are getting
it's
comments.
not that hard to well, it's kind of hard to plan a European coaster.
Yeah.
Tour.
If you're from America, definitely start with the U.S.
Yeah.
Start with some stuff there first.
But I think what we did, we kind of went a little hard. I think with touring like all of Europe.
We have flights in Europe.
Very ambitious.
Mo-
would you
it-
say?
It was very ambitious.
It's
Yeah,
just-
definitely from the start. What, 21 parks? 21
yeah, I would
days?
say the hardest day of the entire trip
Flying
was
to Mirabilandia.
was when we had to get up at 2 in the morning to catch a flight. That
After port all day.
yeah,
Which was at 8 p.m. to us.
we got about 1 to 2 hours of sleep.
We were
Had to-
not on European time yet.
Not really. We had to catch a flight to Italy, drive another hour to the park, drive another hour, 2 hours back to our hotel.
And Mirabilandia was the hottest day so far.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
So-
it was
So I
bad.
mean, just if you can avoid stuff like that. That's
I would
good.
not recommend
No.
if we had to redo this trip,
Yeah.
and like obviously like time is a factor. We only have a limited amount of time, but I would not recommend flying and doing a park the same day.
No.
That being said,
we're doing it. in
we're
2
doing
days.
that in 2 days.
Yeah, you've got 2 more.
Groenland's gonna
Yeah.
suck.
We're doing that twice more.
I know. We're not looking forward to it.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, don't
You know,
recommend.
it'll make for good stories later.
Yes, we're doing it for the memories,
Yeah.
doing it for the
Do it for the
content and
memories.
everything.
Good for
do
you
it for the
guys.
vlog.
Good
Yeah.
for you guys.
All right, coaster that surprised you the most, that you didn't think was going to be good, but then it was good.
Winjas.
Oh,
Stunt-
Winjas. What'd you say?
Stunt fall.
Stunt fall.
Stunt fall.
The giant
What's that?
boomerang.
That's
giant
the gib.
Yeah, the Gib.
Yeah.
Gib.
Gib.
Stunt fall was really
Winges
good.
though.
Winjas. Okay. If you
Take it away.
don't know anything about Winjas, good. If you're gonna go ride it, this thing was like, I don't know.
Pretty crazy.
I knew it was a spinning coaster indoors. And if you know anything about this
My
ride or have
favorite
ridden
spinning
it,
coaster.
you know that that's
Really?
hilarious because it is so different. There's a lot of surprises. I don't know if we should mention them just in case like you want to be
No,
surprised.
don't tell about them.
Yeah. I mean, and we're not like, I don't know how, we didn't really watch too many POVs before we
I think
went
that's
here.
quite a good thing to do is try and go in as blind as possible.
Yeah.
Because then you get more of a surprise, and I think there's a bit more of a excitement factor of really not knowing what you're about to experience.
Exactly.
So
Winjas completely floored us because I thought it was just an indoor spinning coaster.
yeah.
And it's
Much
not.
more than that.
It's much more than that. And so that was easily the biggest surprise for me, just because I was floored at how nuts it was.
Yeah.
What, any others?
I'll add real quick, the quality on Ohio Valley Coasters is the best one right now. So
Okay.
if you want to get a better quality image, switch over to
O-
OVC.
OVC live stream is the best right now.
Oh, the log flume at Parque Warner.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. that was
Yeah.
fun.
Talk about it, Logan.
Okay, so it just starts out with a regular log flume, just a couple turns and stuff, but then you go up the lift hill, and then you stop, and then there's this, like, turnstile, rotating, whatever the heck you call it, and then you go backwards through this drop, through a backwards airtime hill, no seat belts, no lap bars, and then you go up a way bigger lift hill, and then you end up going forwards through the big drop, and it was insane.
I would say backwards airtime on a log flume was the most insane thing ever.
Awesome.
We thought we were gonna fly out and die.
Yeah.
Like not trying to be over like exaggerating, but it was we were flipping
Yeah.
out. We didn't know that was gonna happen. So that was a big surprise also.
Yeah. I'm going to chime in and say a ride that was better than I thought it would be is actually El Condor, the world's first SLC. People say it's awful. I rode back row and I thought it was bearable. It wasn't that much worse than other SLCs out there. Like, it was not even my worst SLC. So, I think people are a bit A bit too much. I think people moan about coasters a little bit too much now.
It was pretty bad.
That was awful.
It's those things in general. They're not that bad. Like, come
Shut
on.
up.
They can be rough, right? But
You have a long neck. You can't get headaches.
I actually say this about myself. I say that my proportions are perfectly designed to ride roller coasters.
That's true.
Because I just stick out of the restraint, so I don't get any headbanging most of the time.
It's like a giraffe. You're
Yeah.
perfect,
I
man.
am. I'm designed to ride roller coasters, so
You're the
So
next genetic
savage.
level.
yeah,
man.
exactly.
You're a human being.
I'm already evolved for it. These guys, they're not evolved for
I'm
this.
dead.
I was made. I was designed.
All right, has anybody ridden a coaster on this trip that is now in your top 5?
Goliath, at Wallaby Holland.
Maybe Terran. Maybe Expedition
Top
G-Force.
5?
Top 5? For me? No.
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 No. Not yet.
Not
yet.
top 5.
Not yet. We still have to ride Wildfires.
Wildfire, for
Oh,
me, I think is the only coaster I could see
Yeah.
getting in the top 5.
Any coasters that cracked your top 10?
Maybe.
Maybe.
G-Force or Terran, maybe.
I was looking at my list earlier, and Expedition GeForce and Terran, I think, just barely missed it.
Yeah.
But I'm not positive yet, because for me, I take a lot of time to like think about rides and stuff like that. Like I have to
I
process
don't really
it.
keep lists like that. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I make lists just because I feel like I'm entitled to, or like I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
And so, I don't love it, but I don't know, maybe top 10. But like top 15, absolutely. It's, guys, when you've ridden 500 coasters, it's really hard.
Can imagine.
All right, for the 3 Americans, what was it like to finally meet Harry?
It was.
It was alright. It was underwhelming. So, yeah, I'm just kidding.
5 out of 10 wouldn't do again.
Little rough.
A little jerky.
Kind of shaky.
A bit
I was-
begging.
I was really excited.
5 splashes.
5 splashes. Yeah.
How did it feel to meet Harry?
It was like I don't even know how to
He
explain
was
it.
pretty soft.
No, I know you guys
It was cool. It was very neat to meet Harry. It's kind of interesting. We've been talking a lot about differences in word choices that we have between
Yeah.
Americans
Yeah.
and British people, like crisps,
Boo.
crisps,
Chips.
and what's it called?
Biscuits.
Biscuits.
Biscuits, yeah. I got some biscuits somewhere.
No, you don't.
You have crackers.
Somewhere.
Crackers, cookies.
They're not crackers.
Shut up.
Wow. Yeah,
We've been roasting each other a lot on this
Yeah,
trip,
yeah.
but like, so like Harry, I mean, like, even though we've only actually been with him in person for like 2.5 days or
Yeah.
something like that, it like we've been talking enough online and everything that like
Oh, yeah.
we've known each other for years,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's playful jabs. You're not true friends until you roast the crap out of each other.
Very true.
All right, is Shambhala the best B&M hyper?
Chamois B.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Which one is it?
Yeah, which one's the best one then? Chad?
I like Goliath at Six Flags Over Georgia more.
Okay.
Which one's
the-
Chad?
Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, Heavy Guy 193. The helix on Goliath is really intense.
Yeah,
I would say it's more intense than the figure 8
Yeah.
on Shambhala.
Yeah, but you guys can talk about Shambhala.
I
I thought it was fun.
I was
You're right.
surprised. There's a moment of ejector on Shambhala, which being a
What,
hyper.
the small airtime hill?
Yeah, it's the small airtime hill after the figure 8 before the larger airtime hill.
Yeah.
It's ejector. I mean, it's not RMC ejector, but it's ejector.
Talking about ejector, right?
Yeah.
What was mad, ejector, really, was lost gravity.
Oh my god.
That
Oh,
thing,
lost gravity!
It
Oh,
tries to
man.
throw
Oh
you
my
out of the seat.
gosh.
Yeah.
You go down this really wacky drop, which in itself
jacked up.
is fantastic.
So whippy.
But then you hit this
I bought a shirt.
tiny airtime hill very quickly, and you are thrown
That's
up.
awesome.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
The whole ride, though,
It's kind of shaky.
yeah,
It's shaky.
it
Yeah.
shuffles. It's not roughness that you can kind of understand. It shuffles around. It's very odd.
It's not like it's like painful or anything.
No.
It's not painful.
It's
And if you sit in the middle, it's not as
Yeah, it's not as
noticeable.
bad.
Noticeable, yeah.
I
Very
thought
fun.
it's a very enjoyable ride.
Oh,
still.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
It's
first half they killed it.
Yeah, the first half. Is
Yeah,
really
even after that small ejector hill, which is unbelievable, that wacky turnaround,
Yeah,
like
the top hat.
it's
That
like a top
wacky
hat,
turnaround.
but then you're like, I don't know.
And
It's
then,
weird.
time. It's
It's great. I really enjoyed The Lost Gravity.
All right, how about the dive coasters you've ridden? What do you think?
Craig was lame.
Baron.
I don't think so.
I
The
enjoyed.
bearing was alright.
I thought Craig had the best tunnel
Yeah,
feature
drop.
on a dive coaster.
Oh yeah, I love it.
The drop into the Kraken's mouth. We only rode it once. It got a long line earlier, and it was really rainy today, so a lot of the rides went down. So we only got to ride it once. But I was on an edge seat. I thought I was gonna get like stabbed in the face with one of these teeth. Like so, I really enjoyed the tunnel.
Yeah,
feature on
I'm
that.
quite a big fan of dive coasters. I know a lot of people aren't, but I just find them to be. They are short rides, but ultimately, I think they do provide enough thrills for you to go. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Fun.
Yeah, exactly. They're fun. They're enjoyable rides.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
when they're themed as well.
Yeah, the thing with Crake was like the ride was so short. Like,
Very
it was the
short.
Okay.
shortest dive coaster we've been on.
I
Not
think
these two,
Not for him.
Yeah, I've been on the world's shortest dive coaster.
I'll give
Oh yeah.
I'll give you the longest description I can for Craig. Drop into the mouth, Immelman, airtime hill. That's it.
Right hand turn. Come on.
Splash.
Right hand.
Oh,
Also, the
splash
splashdown.
Yeah.
Splash down that
Yeah,
your
got
favorite
so.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So
man.
okay. So
Yeah, go on. Tell them the whole thing.
okay. So what we're doing? So Harry and I are over at Craig, like facing the Immelman like head on.
Yeah.
And so I go a little bit to the right of Immelman. Harry goes a little bit to the left of the Immelman. What we knew that we had already ridden at this point, so we knew there was a splashdown after the drop.
But we didn't expect it to.
We didn't
Anyway,
realize
yes.
how big it was.
Yeah.
So the splashdown is coming at us, and it goes right down the middle. Barely misses me on the right, barely misses Harry on the
Yeah.
left.
It was pretty insane.
And so then
Yeah.
we're like crazy, and we're like, oh my gosh, we almost got nailed. And then we leave to go get another shot, and Jeff comes up and stands right in the center of where the splashdown will come. He has no idea, and the wall of water, boom.
Yeah, pretty bad.
That's more wet than I ever got on a water ride.
Really?
That's unbelievable.
And
I
so,
just saw your
so
face after
Harry
you
and
said
I
that.
are filming. We see Jeff walk over. We're like, "What happened to you?"
But please tell me you filmed him. Get one.
I filmed myself
Dang
with my
it.
camera when I was filming.
Yeah, that was. I thought it was hilarious.
Is your camera
That's
fine?
pretty funny.
Yeah, I think so.
No, I was talking to Taylor.
Oh, my camera's fine.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
All right, I asked you what ride impressed you the most. Which ride disappointed you the most? Was less good than you thought it would be.
Disappointed me the most.
Oh, Blue Fire.
Yeah.
Blue Fire, rubbish. Everyone thinks it's good.
It's cheeky.
Rubbish.
It is rubbish.
It's words, Harry.
It's cheeky.
Yeah, you
No,
know
it's
what?
not.
The biggest disappointment for me was Blue Fire. and-
Everyone
I
says
would-
it's great.
I would say
Everyone overrates it.
I like Blue
Coasters,
Fire.
rubbish launches.
Yeah.
Not theming's not even that great.
No.
No airtime in the
No.
layout. I've done the front and back.
I would-
on all of them.
to-
it's bad.
To
Rubbish coaster.
get. Okay.
No,
It's not great.
no.
The thing I liked about it is I would say they did the two last gen version as well.
I thought.
The inline is
the
very
inline
good.
it
Yes.
the way that it turns. There's this last little bit where it like starts off rotating and then it goes boom. And so if your body just kind of goes woo.
I was probably most disappointed by Divertical. It was.
Oh my gosh, Divertical was
Yeah.
lame.
Yeah.
I know.
Didn't really do anything.
This ride is like a GP magnet. Mirabilandia, that was the easiest, longest line in the park, was Divertical, and it was. I thought it was dumb.
I don't even remember it. Which one was it?
The really
that
tall
was the
one.
water coaster.
It was
I
the one
think
with the guy that had the speedo.
Oh my god.
You gotta have it.
These Europeans wear so little clothes.
Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad.
Sometimes it's not the worst thing ever. Sometimes it is the worst thing ever.
What's it?
So, yeah, yeah, I would say Divertical was pretty bad. Hey Harry, what have you got there?
Some biscuits. Whacking out the biscuits.
No, you guys can decide. Are these biscuits or are these not biscuits?
Or are they crackers?
I'm a fan of these, so well, I'll take one of them. and pass it
Show
on.
the camera what you're about to eat.
These things. Go on.
Those
Take
are
one.
okay. Those are crackers. Okay, come
Oh,
on.
I got another one.
Alright.
Shut up. All right. let's all.
These apparently are biscuits. Drink pee? What? No, we're eating these things.
All right, let's all taste test it at the same time. Okay, too late.
It's a cracker or a cookie, but it's not a biscuit.
Doesn't really taste like a biscuit. Tastes like a cookie.
When I think of biscuits, I think of the KFC things.
Yeah.
You know, they come through
It's
your mashed
anything
potatoes.
but a biscuit.
I do feel like it's helping me digest my food though.
These aren't digestives.
Ah.
Oh, they're not? Oh, okay. Several
You
people,
thought they were
several
digestive.
people are asking Harry to dab. I'm not sure why.
Right. Are you ready for this?
Here it comes. Are you ready?
Oh, there we go.
There we go. We got Harry dab.
Thank you.
I'm not a big fan of these actually.
Really?
I like the ones
I don't-
we
I
had
don't
yesterday.
like them. I enjoy it.
I don't like them.
I do.
You don't
Mine
really,
are biscuit, right?
you don't really
Really?
get-
I'm Taylor.
I don't really find them in the UK, so I always get them when I go
All right.
on holiday.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, put you on the spot. Favorite coaster in Spain? We're gonna do different countries. Favorite coaster in Spain?
Here's Baco.
Abysmal.
Shambhala.
Oh wait, no, Shambhala. Oh wait, no Shambhala.
Yeah, Gimbal.
Right. Well,
All right. Favorite coaster in Italy?
I'll join in this one.
Ice speed.
High speed.
High speed.
I like Raptor. I've been to Garland though.
Favorite coaster in Germany?
Favorite coaster in Germany.
G-force.
Terran.
G-force.
Well, to the moment, but I haven't been to Thailand yet.
Favorite coaster in the Netherlands. Goliath.
Troy.
Goliath.
Goliath.
Yeah, Goliath.
Oh, sorry, lost gravity.
No.
Wow. Most anticipated coaster in the UK?
Wicker
Boys.
Man.
Mega.
Really? Wicker Man.
Well,
I
Nemesis.
don't actually know. I just
Nemesis.
wanted to say that.
megaphobia.
Really?
Megaphobia.
It's not even that good.
Yeah,
Like,
He's a
I'm
CCR
a
fan.
do you
Yeah,
like, do you like
fanboy.
really rough wooden coasters?
Yes.
So there you're right. That's exactly what it is. It is good.
Hey Harry, what's your most anticipated ride in the UK?
Wicker Man actually. I'm excited. I don't know. Icon. I haven't ridden Icon as much as I have ridden Wicker Man. So.
Which ride are you excited to see our reaction to?
The Smiler, because it's my favourite, so I want to see what you guys think of it.
It's
But-
still your favorite?
By the time we get, well, tomorrow, after our first ride on Kärnan, things could be very different. That has potential to
So
be
I would
my
like to say,
favourite coaster.
well, we probably shouldn't say anything about Kärnan because Jeff's reading the comments in the live stream.
Yeah, but
Don't,
No
don't,
one
don't talk about
ruined-
Kärnan.
Kärnan.
Don't say
If you
anything.
ruin Kärnan, we will kick you off.
You guys should blindfold me and take me to it so I can't even see what
Jeff doesn't know the special surprise about Kärnan. Do not ruin it
don't
for
say
him.
anything.
Logan, do you know the special surprise about Kärnan?
I don't know a single thing about Carnival.
Excellent, perfect.
Do
Right,
not
guys, do not
ruin
screw
it.
this up.
Do not screw it up. We
Yeah.
will kick you off. I'm not kidding.
I hope it's a foot wrap.
Yes. The secret of Kärnan is a guy comes out and massages your feet.
Jones Barbecue Foot Massage!
Oh, a woman comes out and massages.
It's Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
All right, I'm just gonna pick some coasters and ask you guys to talk about them.
Okay.
Abysmal.
What a weird little ride.
What the lift hill?
That was I really enjoyed it. Like I would take that thing of a rip ride rocket. Like
Oh yeah, because it had no mid-course brake run.
that was a weird ride. In a good way. In a good way. Chad. Oh, he's on the toilet.
All
He's
right,
taking an spot.
In Germany, an exit is called an Ausfahrt, and so whenever someone uses the restroom, we say they're Ausfahrting.
Why don't you say it so poshly?
Because we're in the Europe.
We're in the Euro.
The
Yes, the Europe.
The Europe.
What do you guys
Oh,
think of Dragon
I'm
Con?
gonna take the spot.
Hey, Dragon Con.
What do you guys think of Dragon Con?
It was alright. It was pretty shaky.
It was good, not as good as Kumba.
Oh yeah, Kumba is better.
Dragon Con.
You guys just got back from my ass spot. Anyway, what was
Dragon
the
Con.
question? Dragon Con? No, that's alright, man.
The 0G roll was really good.
Okay, talk about the Goliath that we rode. Goliath. I say the Goliath because there's so many Goliaths, but the one we rode yesterday.
Are you guys gonna finish your biscuits? I mean,
No,
you-
he's fine.
What's your biscuits?
Great.
The one we rode yesterday?
Yeah, full of ejector air time.
Yeah, full of projector air
Love the
time.
Stengo dive. That was great, especially on the back. You get such a whip. The amount of speed you feel at the front on the front row is
The-
insane. It
the-
feels so quick.
Yeah, it's fun.
The 2 last airtime hills at the end are just straight up.
Yeah, they are really great. I hadn't done anything like that before, so Goliath was something really new to me, and I completely loved it. So,
Yeah.
great ride.
I'd say it felt like a combination of Superman, Ride of Steel, Six Flags America, or I guess Darien Lake. Combination of that and maybe a little bit like Millennium Force.
But
a
without
little
the
bit.
straight section.
Yeah. It was good. I'm at a bit of a disadvantage because 6 of the 7 rides that I got on it were early in the morning when it was not running full speed.
Yeah.
When we rode it, it was clocking in at about like 65, 63 seconds. And then later in the day when I was operating it, I look at the runtime and it was 55 seconds.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And so it was getting faster throughout the day, which is pretty normal for a roller coaster.
Yeah, yeah.
It typically runs slower in the morning. So it felt, I could tell,
No.
like, the layout was good. It definitely,
No?
even after the one ride I got in the afternoon, I could have seen it being, like, a little bit faster. Like, I would, but I imagine, like, if you rode that thing at night, like, apparently Walibi does, like, a fantastic Halloween event. Like,
Yeah.
like
do.
they say it was, like, the best in Europe.
Literally everyone's saying Goliath or Goliath.
I thought Goliath was alright, but I thought Goliath was like way better. So much more airtime, so much more G-force.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything about it
Yeah.
is way better than
Yeah.
Goliath.
All right, how is Robin Hood?
Way
Yes.
better than I expected.
Better.
Not
Okay, so it's
not
kind it's
bad.
actually kind of funny because a lot of the locals were like, "Oh, it's so rough, it's so terrible," and we rode it, and I feel like they
It
they
was
haven't been
actually,
on a lot of
borderline
wooden coasters.
fun.
Yeah, I actually thought it was pretty fun. They had a lot of good trajectory.
Wait
I'm
till
kind of
these two
sad
get
that we
back.
only rode it once.
The Blackwall Woodies are kind of similar, so these two should experience that even more so. Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
No.
People did
Guys,
definitely.
Look, it is rough.
Yeah,
It's rough,
Yeah,
it's rough.
but
But it's not. It's like a
I don't
different
think-
kind
I
of
don't think
rough.
It was really that rough.
I was sitting next to you. You literally agreed with me. It's not the worst thing ever, though. Because okay, here's our conclusion. It's rough, but there's some good airtime moments, so
Who
it
cares?
wasn't that bad.
Right. Yeah.
I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Bye.
Have fun next morning.
No, not in hotspot, but
It's not.
just bye.
A troll tinkle. All right, while Logan's taking a break, some people are asking about German beers. How do you like them?
Good. I enjoy it. I actually don't know if this is German beer. Is this German beer?
Check.
Czech beer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I had a couple German beers at Europa Park. I thought they were very good. I thought it was pretty easy to drink for people that are into beer. I don't know.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. What did we have the other night?
We had a Peroni. the other night.
Peroni.
That's
yeah,
Italian.
Italian beer.
I love that. That's
Yeah,
just
I
the
thought it was
way
pretty
you
good.
drink. Yeah.
It was good.
If
It's
you
also-
want to talk about soda,
So,
in your-
have you had Mezzo Mix yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
Mezzo Mix, I tried Mezzo Mix.
You did?
Apparently
Really?
It's very popular here. It's a mix between Coke and Fanta. And it kind of tastes like flat Coke. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah, that's what I kind of thought.
Yeah, it's okay. The soda here, because I don't drink alcohol, so I'm a
Yes,
bit
he-
of a
he can talk
soda.
about soda.
I drink a lot of soda. I'm like next to roller coasters and movies. I'm kind of like a soda enthusiast of it. So the soda here, it's pretty much Sprite, Coke, Coke Light, aka Diet Coke, Coke Zero, and Fanta. That's pretty much it.
What else is there?
And you
Not a single Diet Mountain Dew. in the
no,
whole
we
continent.
found
Yeah.
one place that had Mountain Dew, we found one place that had Dr. Pepper, and we found one place that had Pepsi. That's it. So, not as much variety.
No,
Yeah.
we're not soda enthusiasts. or-
Fanta is really big here.
Yes,
Yeah, it
Fanta
is.
is huge.
Is it not huge in the US?
Especially orange.
No.
No, it's Fanta's
Really?
not like
You don't
I mean
find
we,
it anywhere,
we
hardly.
have Fanta,
Really?
but like it's not the biggest thing ever.
Yeah, no, it's like the second biggest drinker here.
Absolutely
It's probably
not.
like Coke.
Also,
and Fanta. Yeah.
We've been Jeff has been downing to stuff like water.
Coke
It's,
Light.
no, I would say
Oh,
Fanta.
Fanta,
It's
yeah.
like it
I like
basically
Fanta.
tastes if you mix Sierra Mist with orange juice.
Oh, you know what we didn't talk about too? The water with gas in it.
Oh, it tastes so
all right,
bad.
all right, tell them about this.
Okay, so when you go and order water, and the first time we did it, we were really confused. Someone asked us, like, okay, do you want water with gas or no gas? And we were like, what are you talking
You
about?
fart in your water.
Yeah. So we're like, water with gas?
And it's worth mentioning we're in Spain, so
Yeah.
they said it in Spanish.
Spanish.
So
I say like agua gas, no gas, something
or
like that.
con gas or sin
Yeah, yeah, something like
gas
that.
or something like that.
Yeah, it was just really strange. It was like, no gas? Like, what is gas? But
What
it's just
is
like
gas?
It's carbonation, so it's like carbonated water.
And then we have with us right here some carbonated water. It's water with gas.
Drink
We
it.
tried it. It's nasty.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
soda without flavor.
It's like flavorless Sprite. Like it's like you're expecting a lemon lime flavor, and you're like, "What the heck is this?" It tastes like, oh god. You know what? Screw it.
You gonna try it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I've already had it. It tastes bad.
oh. You want to try some in front of the viewers?
Oh god.
Water with gas.
Hello.
Ugh. Ugh.
It's not good.
It's not good.
No, it's like
It's bad.
unflavored
What, have you
Sprite.
tried it?
I'm gonna chug it.
Go on, Logan. We like to know we have to
Ugh, I'm putting this away.
know. Oh,
You can't.
Ugh.
it is pretty grim.
I don't know why people like this stuff.
It's weird.
Hey, if you're a European, can you like let us know why people drink this?
All right.
I don't know why.
Alright, next, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep on drinking this.
Alright.
I got a question. Talk about the
Okay, that's nasty.
different types of queues we've seen, like how they let people in one at a time. Some places give you tickets. Some people have a countdown.
Italy had countdowns in their queues.
Yeah.
which is
They
kinda
let
strange.
it's how many people
Yeah.
can fit in the train,
I like that.
Yeah.
and so it's
Yeah,
saying
it's
24.
It's cool, but
You
the
go
weird
for
thing is,
23.
like, especially with actual groupers or whatever you want to call them, separators, whatever. They'll literally cut your party off. Like, I got separated from you guys today
Mhm.
Yeah.
on the wing coaster.
Yeah.
At Heidi Park
See,
because
that-
our group was too big.
Yeah, that's really bad. Really.
Yeah. So I had to get a
Usually-
ride with them.
Usually they kind of make sure that your group is together, but
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
they do it
and
on that.
and the
Yeah.
downside of that system is if you're right at the beginning of where your group was cut off, you get first dibs on seating, and so you can't really wait for your row. The times where you can pick your row are when they pretty much let anyone be in the station at any time, and there isn't a group or anything. But if there's a group or whatever, they'll tell you go to your row. We found this at what park was it? Europa, Blue Fire. They were so strict of where to sit. Actually, like on some other rides too. But the groupers were telling you where to sit, and they would not take requests because normally you can say, "Can I wait for a certain round?" They'll say no.
But the operations at Europa were like absolutely
Oh yeah.
amazing. They were
So
amazing.
maybe that's why. I don't know. So
Yeah, fantastic.
give and take.
Yeah,
I'm
give
I'm
and
a fan of let people choose their row, but also like not assigning seats. But also I thought that their system was efficient. So I feel like you can't really pick and choose which one you
It's
get,
one or the other.
which is-
isn't it?
which is a shame because I'm a fan of being able to choose where you sit. But you know, capacity. I don't know. I feel like it's never mind. Yeah.
Right, somebody asked, "Where's Natalie?"
Yeah. Go on, Logan.
But she's with Alec.
4,000 miles away.
Yeah.
How about the food? Talk
No,
about
no, Natalie is at PF Chang's with Alec.
Food.
talk
Okay,
about
so
some of the unique food experiences.
Europa Park has the best theme park food
Best
ever.
food.
Yeah.
Best food. Europa Park.
Talk about what's that
I
Lucan
don't-
restaurant?
Oh, Food Loop.
Oh, okay. Let me explain this. So you basically order your food on this little computer thingy, and then like you choose your seat, and then a couple minutes later, your food, and then they send it down a roller coaster track, and one of them actually has a loop and a launch, which is just I thought it was insane, and most of them just had like a quintuple
Yeah.
helix, and yeah, it was,
And the food was
and the
delicious.
food was
It
awesome.
wasn't just cool, you know.
These are everywhere. They're called.
Bread.
No, it's supposed to be. Yeah, it's going. It's like a German bread that you eat them with like every meal.
They're really nice. Aren't
This was like 16 cents. Like it was very
they?
cheap.
Like, yeah, I can't think.
It's like it starts to be it's like Borchers or something. Borchers. I can't remember.
Washers.
Just crusted bread, really.
Just crusty bread.
Yes, they are.
It's just really good. I mean,
Crusty crab
It's like
bread.
a French stick, like a
The
French
crusty
spaghetti.
crab pizza
Like
is
that.
the pizza
Yeah,
for
but-
you and me.
this is like they eat this with like every meal.
I love them. They're really
Yeah.
good.
they're
Are you
really good.
feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Oh, I'm feeling Mr. Krabs.
I'm gonna actually grab one as well.
Chad is always feeling
It's good.
it, Mr. Krabs.
It's good bread.
It's good
Um,
bread.
Yeah, the Europeans love their bread. We've noticed, and there's good reason for it.
Also,
It's good.
in Spain, we tried a couple different things. We tried tapas.
Tapas. We had tapas on the beach.
No, in Madrid.
Oh, just kidding. We had
No. Paella.
paella on the beach. We had
Seafood.
tapas in Madrid.
Seafood paella.
Yeah.
We have Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel.
And
we have
Chad
not.
had an actual wiener at Garderland.
It's a hot
It's a
dog.
hot dog, but okay.
I know, but it's still technically like whatever.
The one thing that we have not done is we've not really had any like German sausages or anything.
More like currywurst.
Cold sausage.
Yeah.
Europe's 3 operating wing coasters before Phoenix actually opens.
He'll get to Phoenix before we will.
So it'll be interesting to see what the ranking is, because for me it's Raptor, Flux de Demonin, and then the Swarm. But I imagine for these two it might be a little bit different.
We'll see.
We'll find out.
Well, what's your opinion on the swarm getting rid of the 2 backwards?
The 2
rows?
backwards.
Wait, they
rows
don't do
were
that
awesome.
anymore?
No,
Really?
Yeah.
really.
Dang it.
The Swarm's 2 backwards rows just took all the fun out of the ride.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad.
Interesting.
So I'm quite happy because my favourite seat is back right. So.
All right. Cool.
Trying to look for some good ones here. How about, some people asked about the language barrier. Has it been harder or easier than you thought?
Like
know what,
80% of the people who here spoke English, pretty much.
I would say it's easier than I thought.
Yeah.
It's
not
not.
that hard.
It's not like.
A lot of
Sometimes
times
you have to struggle with some people,
Yeah.
but for the most part, you can just kind of start
A lot-
any
a lot of
conversation
times
with
you-
English, and they say, yeah,
a lot
or
of
no.
times when you're reading signs and stuff, you can guess
Yeah.
what things are saying. A lot of things like pictures too.
Mhm.
It's not as bad. It's not as hard as you might think it is. We've been able to get this far, right? Like without having really any
We
trouble.
made it
So
This far,
yeah,
somehow.
somehow, yeah. We were like a bunch of like young
We're a
adults
bunch of
slash
dumb
kids.
Americans.
Yeah, so like we're not.
you
like,
guys are.
yeah, I mean, and honestly, I haven't
You're
used like a translator app on my phone like at all hardly.
I did.
The only
I
time I
did.
used it was when I was at a restaurant to translate a menu. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
A
it.
lot of the times they'll have an English translation underneath. It's not always accurate, and when it's not accurate, it's hilarious because it's like
Yeah.
clearly bad.
But mostly everyone speaks at least a little bit of English, so that like you usually just ask, do you speak English? And everyone's like, yeah.
Well, and what I found is, if they don't speak English very well, you can just you just speak a little slower or like louder. I don't know.
Coke, light, ice!
That is typical American, that is right there.
Thank you.
Just speak loud.
I try.
Just speak louder and they'll know.
Just get as loud as possible. Scream it to them and they'll understand.
Wiener Schnitzel!
All right, another coaster to get you guys take on Black Mamba.
Favorite
Really,
invert.
really good.
Really? Your favourite invert?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, then again, I haven't ridden Nemesis yet, so.
Well, fair enough.
I haven't decided yet if it's my favorite, but it's at least top 3.
What about Montu? How's it?
Better than Mancho,
You think it's better than Montu?
easily.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
not-
I think it's better than
Montu is overhyped.
Mancho's overhyped.
Yeah.
That, oh, okay.
What? Overhyped?
Well,
Hey, everyone's opinion is different, dude.
well, yeah, I'll be interested to see what you think about Nemesis then.
If you love it, that's great. Yeah. Watch. Hey, if we think Nemesis is overhyped, will you be like sad?
No, because I actually, every time I go to Alton Towers now, I actually don't care to ride it.
Really?
I wouldn't be sad if I didn't ride Nemesis.
Really?
I'm bored of it. I'm not a big fan of inverts to begin with.
Oh,
And
okay.
2, I've been on it so many times
Yeah.
recently that I don't really care.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, 3 most anticipated coasters in Sweden.
Wow, Wildfire.
So obviously
How about-
Wildfire, Helix.
and Boulder.
And Boulder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Boulder.
That's
Well,
it.
you know what? I might trade out Boulder for the kiddie coaster at Colmartin.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
the-
for sure.
The dolphin one, or the whale one.
The whale one.
There's the dolphin one, isn't it? There's a dolphin one.
I don't know.
It better be a whale one.
I remember I was watching a vlog and this guy held the fin all the way around.
Yeah, no, top 3 most anticipated coasters for Sweden, like that's an easy one.
Mhm.
All right.
I would go Wildfire, Balder, and Helix.
Talk about the
In order.
tour of the mock rides factory.
Oh yeah,
That was
something
Oh,
else.
that was sick.
Everyone's very nice. They showed us a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Took a lot of pictures, met a lot of people.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it was cool. We'll have videos of it coming soon. They were very nice to us, and I mean I've done a couple of factory tours at this point with RMC, Chance Ride, Soaring Eagle, sort of SNS, but that's another story. Seeing this, it's cool because they all do things differently. Like one interesting thing I thought was that they built the Mock Rides factory where it is because of the original owner. His house was right there, so they built the factory in front of his house. The house is still there. They use it for their
We went
business
inside
meetings.
that house.
We went in the house where they will
where
meet
they
with clients and talk about business stuff. And in the bottom room, you'll see where they drew up plans and drafted Europa Park. Essentially, that was the room where it was kind of thought up. So it was really cool. I was like,
it was not a replica. It was actually the real deal.
well, in Europe, that's where a lot of roller coasters are made. I mean, we have Vekoma's based in the Netherlands. You have B&M and Intamin in Switzerland. Gerstlauer is here.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of different companies. And so being out here, I was like, man, it'd be so cool to tour just one of them, or like see it. and so the fact that we got to actually visit the Mock Rides facility and tour the entire site, that was awesome. Like, I love doing that kind of thing. So that was definitely a highlight of the trip for me.
Yeah. It was also something that we didn't know we were going to do until we left.
Yeah, we were on our way to fly out of America, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, you reached out to Mock Rides," and I'm like, "Huh, they should," because they're like, "They should give us a tour," and they're like, "They are." And I flipped out because normally I'm used to like organizing the interviews, but this was a surprise for me.
Yeah.
So I was like, I flipped out. I was so pumped.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Adam Kaplan for helping us with that one.
Yeah, and big shout out to Maximilian also who led us around the facility.
Yes. All right, rank King to Ka, Top Thrill Dragster, Red Force, and Accelerator.
Texture, Red Force, Accelerator, King Ka. Well, wait, I don't know. Well, any other row on King to Ka sucks really bad, but the front row is actually really good, so I don't really know.
Did you guys like, Taylor, did you like Red Force better than Top Thrill Dragster or King to Ka?
Better than King to Ka, I think. Although front.
Not as good as Top Thrill Dragster.
The real question I think is Accelerator or Red Force.
I think Red Force.
Do you get airtime going over the top hat on Red Force?
No.
No, there's like a
It's
trim on the top.
very
So,
slow.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Just to give you a better view for longer. Yeah.
But you do get an airtime pop into the brake run.
Yeah, so
that was a
yeah,
surprise.
that's a neat.
That's a weird, very weird brake run, isn't it? That little-
Yeah, a little wacky.
It's like trims, airtime, brake room.
Yeah.
really rough trims.
Yeah.
If you're in any other row.
I'm a big fan of Accelerator. I haven't ridden it in ages because I've been in Osprey Farm twice in the past
it was-
year, and it was closed both times. So
It was closed for like 3 or 4 months.
And what we found is that Red Force has very little downtime, like little to no downtime. So
That's because of the LSM launches
Yeah, I have-
and non-hydraulics.
That's something that we could talk about real quick too. Line jumping.
Oh
Line jump.
God, no!
Yes.
Spain, it's a problem.
So yeah, is Spain the worst country for this?
Spain and Italy.
You think?
Yeah.
But it's mostly Spain.
Yeah.
Spain
Line
is
jumping
bad.
apparently here is not an issue. Like people just do it all the time.
Don't say here because that's not true.
Well, in Spain, but it happens in Germany too. It happens in Germany and the Netherlands. I mean,
What we
it
found is that Spain, it's almost like a
Wait till you get
cultural
to it.
thing.
Yeah.
We keep
Like,
it just for fun.
People
Honestly.
queue in the UK just for fun.
Yeah, we do. So you'll see.
everyone is talking about the speed of sound. What happens?
Oh,
with the
so,
ground.
oh, yeah,
Oh my
I'll explain it.
So they saw the video, they saw the clip.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Speed of sound.
Let me explain it. So, a bunch of field trippers line jumped every
Oh,
single
that
one of
one,
us
yeah.
in line for a speed of sound, and there was this one girl who was left behind and was at the bottom floor, and they were on the top floor about to ride. So, being the genius 7th graders they were, All right, so this girl like reached up to the top. The other girl reached to the bottom, like trying to like pull her up
Pull
and
her
trying to
up.
like climb the fence. They were like,
That was
Jack, never let go.
She almost died in line for a coaster.
Yeah. Like,
And
that's
for
how
a boomerang
extreme it
as
gets
well.
here. Like the line jumping is like extreme.
When we
Tell them about Pablo saving us a spot.
oh my gosh, so
yeah.
so when we were at Parque Attracciones,
Yeah.
it was I thought that was our most crowded experience just because I feel like their rides were not really designed for that many people, and so the lines were really long. We missed out on some credits.
Yeah, like
And so, we met with a fan named Pablo, and so he said, "I'll hold a spot in line for you for this ride while you guys go do another coaster and then come back." And we're like, "What? You can't do that." And they're like, "Sure." And we're like,
everybody does it.
"Yeah." He's like, "Everyone does it. It's a thing here in Spain." And we're like,
Very accepted.
"What?
Very acceptable.
This is crazy. Like in
Yeah.
America, you do that, you're gonna get like
Kicked
booed
out.
by the crowd,
Kicked
kicked
out.
out or something."
You
And so he's
could've
like,
saved
"No."
a spot for
And
6
so
of us.
he saved a spot. One person saved a spot for 6 of us. We went and rode another roller coaster.
Came back in an
Came
hour
back
or something.
in an hour. He was still normal
No
in
big
Spain.
deal.
It like
No
blew
one cared.
our
No
minds.
one cared.
It was insane.
Yeah.
Never seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Wrong.
So,
Just wrong.
Yeah, it is. It is wrong, but also we were desperate.
Yeah.
Okay, these parks close so early.
Yeah.
We have had very limited time
Yeah,
in each
talk
park.
about that, the closing time.
Like
most parks close at 6 o'clock
or
or
5.
5. Today,
Um,
today Heidi Park closed at 5.
Yeah.
And-
Wallaby closed at 5.
And they open at 9, but then the rides don't open until 10.
Sometimes, yeah.
So
True, true.
the limited time, and then don't you say all towers close at 4?
Yep. And
What? Does it close and does it open at like what 6 a.m.?
No, opens at 10, closes at 4. Good
See,
thing you got 2 days, eh?
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
So
sure. We all do.
I'm not a fan of the early closures because my thing is like in America, if you leave at like 5 o'clock,
You
there's
got-
still
Convenient.
5 hours that you're missing out on. So when we leave all these parks early, I feel like it should be getting another hour or two. Like we didn't realize when the Heidi Park closed at 5, and
No,
we
didn't.
thought it was 6. So we were walking around. We walked to get in line for Crake again, and we see him walking out. It was closed, and we're like, what? And we're like, oh, park closed already. And so we accidentally made our last ride of the day, like some How to Train Your Dragon like boat ride. So if we had known, we would have done another roller coaster. But
Ah, well.
yeah,
It was still a good day.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Heidi Park. even
Yeah.
though-
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure, we accidentally got last ride of the night on the How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
We must have, yeah.
Yeah.
so it's just kind of a weird thing here in Europe. So,
Yeah.
but in Sweden apparently it's different. Like Grönaland's open till 11, and so is Leesburg. So that'll be interesting.
I think it's not right to say that all European parks close early.
Yeah,
The ones in, I think Gardaland is usually open quite late. I think it
it
really,
wasn't for us.
I think it really depends on the climate and
This is a good point because Gardaland said that. Remember all the advertisements for being open late?
Right.
Yeah.
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 Because when I was there, it was 10 to 11.
Oh, that sounds
So-
awesome.
Yeah, and because it's such a warm climate, you can do things like that.
Oh, I just thought something that's weird about European parks, because people were asking about weird stuff. A lot of the parks here have mascots.
Yeah.
Oh my
And-
gosh.
And theme songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
they do
gosh.
have their own theme songs.
Yeah.
The
That's right.
stupid Woody Woodpecker at
Portaventura.
Portaventura. Look, I love Portaventura. I love Portaventura, but they were pushing this Woody Woodpecker thing too far. I didn't give a crap about that stupid bird. And like all the merchandise was Woody Woodpecker stuff. I'm like, do you have, I don't know, like a really good coaster shirt? No.
Yeah.
But we have Woody Woodpecker stuff. I'm like, I really don't care about Woody Woodpecker.
You guys sing a little bit of some of the theme songs.
See, I already kind of forgot
I-
them a little bit. Honestly,
We
Yeah,
love.
Park.
I don't. Is that even it? I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't remember. I
don't
remember
know.
I think the highlight for us like is hearing some of the I'm a Score stuff.
Yeah. Theme is cool.
Sorry,
Some of
it is
um,
underscore. No, it is underscore.
so a lot of these rides have their own score, and I love that kind of thing. And so,
It's great.
we've been going crazy over some of these soundtracks.
But Euromir wasn't that, was it? It was just like its own thing.
Euromir has
Yeah.
no. Euromir is an iOS score.
I don't think so.
I thought it was.
I like Euromir.
Euromir has an
Soundtrack.
amazing
I thought it was.
soundtrack. Also, because you're on the lift hill for like 5 minutes, and so.
Yeah.
I think the Eurostat music is pretty cool.
What about you?
You're-
What about Silverstar music?
Did it have
I don't
that?
even remember. All I saw, I was too busy paying attention to the Mercedes-Benz advertisements.
That's actually interesting because a lot of the parks, since they're like really well themed and everything, a lot of what helps the immersiveness of the parks is the music they play in the
Yeah.
parks.
Definitely.
Yes.
So like in a lot of American parks, you have like pop music, playing, but in European parks, like they have those soundtracks specifically for those parks.
Unless you're Expedition G-Force.
Well, yeah, but like in Fantasyland in Europa Park, they have like music playing, like I don't even know what kind of music you would call it, like adventurous music or whatever.
Especially on Terran.
Terran's music like made
awesome.
Clue Time. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, some of that stuff was
So really have
top-notch.
to feel immersed into the park. and
Speed
the
of
theming.
sound has on-ride audio.
As well.
And
Oh,
so
it's like
as you-
synced with the ride.
Yeah,
it's like
It's
perfect.
EDM stuff. I love that kind of music. And so it's like it has the drop in sync with the ride and everything. Like that was automatically the best boomerang for me. You
Yeah.
can't get that on anything else. So music has been huge here.
All right, someone asked about when we stayed on property at Efteling.
Oh, this is
Beautiful.
interesting.
Yeah, really cool.
It,
It was
would
like
have been better if it wasn't so cloudy and rainy.
It was like a
outside.
cabin, but it wasn't. It was more like a house.
If you
kind of
guys
thing.
have been to Holiday World, Lake Rudolph,
kind of like
it's
that.
kind of like that, but
more
the
upscale.
cabins are bigger and there's more space between them,
Yeah, more upscale too. That's it.
and not as many trees. It's almost more like
Also, you couldn't park at your
landscape.
cabin. You had to park in a parking lot
Yes,
and
you-
walk to it.
yeah. So you can drive your car to the cabin,
Mhm.
unload your car, but then you have to drive back, and then
Pretty-
walk to the cabin.
Pretty far.
Yeah, and so they have like walkways, and then you can also walk the road back. But it's kind of hard to find the cabin when there's a million other cabins. Like
Yeah,
Chad did an
was
Instagram
adventure.
live stream as
Yeah.
we're walking back to the cabin, and we like accidentally found it.
And we had to like walk across the.
We had to
creek.
cross
You
a
dropped the
creek.
frog.
Yeah, no, I didn't drop the frog. The frog jumped out of my
Yeah,
hands.
yeah.
Long story.
Long,
Like
nice
story.
excuse, bro.
Yeah,
All right.
We've been going for an hour and a half.
hour and a half, really.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about the different hotels. We have stayed in like every single kind of
So actually, I will say the weirdest.
The Port Aventura one.
Yeah, Port Aventura.
It was one large bed.
Yeah. It was one
We-
giant
We,
bed.
we all
made
shared it. We
for four
enjoyed it. It
people.
was great. Well, Harry missed out.
I did
Yeah,
miss
so I
out.
slept in between Taylor and Logan. It was just it was interesting. I don't know.
Did
It was,
you enjoy it?
interesting.
it was alright.
It was different.
Yeah, it was different. A lot of places we stayed at had bunk beds.
Yeah, a lot of bunk beds.
And me and Chad would always share the bunk beds.
Yeah.
Because I would be the only
Some of
one
the
who actually
places we
fixed
stayed
it.
at had bidets.
Oh,
Yes.
low power mode.
Yeah, our Italy one, our Italy accommodations was basically like just a cute Italian, almost like townhouse.
In
It
Verona.
was, yeah, in Verona, Italy. It
Yeah,
was,
that's neat.
it was like really cute. Like I could have spent like a few nights there. That would have been really nice. But
Mhm.
yeah, they had a bidet there, which looks like a tiny toilet, and we had never seen anything like it before. We didn't know.
Oh, a bidet?
No, we had never
Has
seen a
toilet, has
bidet
sink.
before.
No.
It was a mix between a toilet and a sink.
Use
Yeah.
it-
We
you
were
could
scared
use
to
it
try
to
it.
wash your
But-
underside,
Yeah.
your bum.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys try it?
No.
No, I did not.
I haven't actually tried one.
I didn't have to use it.
Next time I see one, I shall give it a go.
I was too scared. The one I did
Give it a go.
I did use
Yeah.
the hole in the ground at Gardaland.
Oh, you did.
I did.
That was
I did. I crapped in a hole.
Nice.
It was
Did you squat down low or
Yeah.
shot from up high?
low.
Oh, that low.
I wanted to see how low I could go.
Yeah.
Limbo.
That was an interesting experience. If you go to Garland, watch out for the toilets.
Yeah, it's weird.
Give it a try.
A couple people have asked about what do you think of the dark ride Symbolica?
It was,
I thought it
It's
was
cool.
kind of cool.
Yeah, it was
It's very unique.
No tracks.
different.
yeah.
Did any of you get the one where you go next to this giant fish tank?
Yes, in the whale.
Was the whale animal? Did it crack as it came?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
the whale came down.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, and then the water was actually spilling out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
They definitely are very good at some of that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
very good. Favorite dark ride. What's their favorite?
Oh,
Favorite
yeah.
dark ride.
Not that weird one. The last one we rode at Ethling was weird.
I thought the one at Europa Park was kind of cool. The one that was the really dark one.
Oh yeah, that one was weird. Or Europa, they have a haunted mansion, but it's
Yeah,
like
that
really
one.
dark, so
Oh
there's a
my
bunch
God,
of
it's so messed
decapitated
up.
people
Yeah.
and
It's like people hanging from the
executioners.
ceiling.
Yeah, there's like the pre-show
Something
is
called
like
vlog.
haunted mansion where like the room like gives the illusion that it's dropping, and then a dead body hanging from a noose falls from the ceiling.
Yeah, that was pretty
Electrical
weird.
chair.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
jacked up. The Pirates Dark Ride at Europa was really good. It actually simulated like a real fire. So
What?
we actually
I don't remember
Yeah,
that.
Too soon.
too soon. All right.
Too soon.
Oh, that is
Oh,
too
wow.
soon.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what are you
Talking
talking
about the
about?
ride that burned down.
Uh,
All right. Guys, address the debate over what's a better park, Cedar Point or Europa.
That's not a fair comparison.
You can't do
no,
it.
they're nothing alike.
Yeah.
Compare Europa Park to Disney. That is a fair comparison.
Yeah.
We
Better than
talked
Disney?
about this. If Europa Park is Disney, Port Aventura would be Cedar Point.
With lost coasters.
Yeah, but I mean, we're trying to make a point here.
Universal.
Yeah. Okay. Port Aventura feels like Universal. That's really what I'd say.
I think
So
it was at one point.
it was actually. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
when we went there, I was like, this feels like a mix.
Like
It was like Cedar
compared
Point.
to Cedar
Yeah.
Point, I would say nothing.
Yeah, nothing really. But like what I meant by that was that Europa Park doesn't really have. I mean, it's what Disney would be if they had more thrill rides.
Yeah.
But the thrills still aren't like super extreme.
It's not Cedar Point thrills. So like
not.
coasters, Cedar Point, theming Europa Park. They're
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah, if I would.
Very hard to
I
compare.
prefer Europa Park to Disney because for me, I think that Disney relies too much on IPs, and so you have Mickey Mouse everywhere, and Europa Park's just like we're just gonna have walk around characters
Yeah.
that are just that's it. They're just characters. They're not any people we know, but it was fun.
Yeah.
You get to interact with these people like you really can't at Disney because Disney there's always these long lines for these people. Europa Park was a lot more personal.
Yeah.
Europa Park is honestly what I wish like Magic Kingdom was like.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Kingdom I was not a big fan of.
Europa Park is beautiful too.
Most beautiful park I've ever seen. Like
Unbelievable.
yeah, easily. So Europa Park, really good. If you're looking for thrills, you probably won't. If you're looking for like Cedar
No.
Point thrills, you're not gonna find it.
No.
They have
Actually,
mostly family
it's
coasters.
actually kind of interesting because we had 2 days at Europa Park, but when we went to Phantasialand, we were like, you know what? I almost probably wish we would have had 2 days at
And
Phantasialand.
Fantasyland is
Instead
1/4
of-
of the size
Yeah.
of Europa Park.
Yeah, probably less than that even
Yeah.
maybe. Like
Fantasyland is not that
it's
big. Europa
pretty
Park
small.
is enormous.
Yeah, so like we almost would have rather had 2 days at Phantasialand than Europa Park.
How about the indoor drop tower at Fantasia?
Oh,
That was sweet.
Oh, that was cool.
that was cool.
I loved every ride we did at Fantasyland.
Yeah, every ride was awesome. The top spin was
The
crazy.
top Talocan.
Yeah.
Talocan. That was the coolest thing. I
Insane.
felt like I should be clapping at the end of each cycle because it was basically a show.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
And that water ride, flume ride?
Chapas.
That was
Chapas.
Chop us.
Good stuff.
Quality content.
Quality.
Wait, well, let's all do it. Never mind.
Thanks, Paul.
Hey, Paul's watching?
He said I look like Mr. Krabs.
Hey.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I'm not burnt, I'm just tan. Redly.
Hi, Paul.
Harry, what was it like? You met a lot of your fans yesterday, and you haven't done a lot of that in the past. What do you think of fan meetups now?
Yeah, so surprisingly, prior to yesterday, I've met about 4 people throughout my entire kind of yeah. So yesterday was quite a big shock to see so many people that I've been speaking to and so many people who are just fans of the channel. And I think it's great. I think it's fantastic that all of these people are watching me, but not only me, but everyone else as well, and they all kind of, get to see all of these different parks, and yeah, it's fantastic to meet up with people who are watching this stuff. It's kind of surreal.
Yeah. The best part about this trip has been all the people that have come out to all the
By
parks.
far, we
Yeah.
love meeting you guys. Like, you guys are awesome.
Mhm. That's the reason why we came. I mean, like, you could argue
No, it's not. We can't pick up.
Well,
But we
I mean,
we love meeting you guys.
putting
Like,
together all of the
Yeah.
the list of parks we've
That
gone
made
to,
the
all the whole
vision
trip and
look like
everything.
Beep Beep Bop.
Yeah, and that.
the bippity boppity boo.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Whatever.
Look, I mean, it's the reason why we tell you guys when we're gonna be at each park. Like, we could easily say, yeah, we're going to Europe this year, but we get messages saying, hey, when are you going to this park? I want to come out and meet you, and we want to be able to meet you guys too. That's the reason why we tell you which days we're gonna be at these parks, because we put so much time and effort into it, and we want to be able to have the best experience we can. And some of you guys we've met here are locals at these parks, and you guys help make our experience better, because you know the park layout, you know which attractions we should be going to first, because they always get the longest line, and which ones to do next, because geographically it's the next closest ride and stuff like that. So we've really had better park experiences at some of these places because you guys have come out and met
Oh,
us.
Absolutely. So.
All right, it's 11:15 here.
Yeah, I think we should go ahead and call it.
I
Alright.
think that's a good note to end on.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we're not done yet, though.
No.
We still have I have about a week to go. These guys got a little bit more to go. So
And dozens and dozens of videos coming out over the next.
Oh
there's
my
a lot of
God.
stuff coming out.
I have content for a year.
Stay tuned.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff coming out. All
Yeah,
right.
a lot of fun. So if you guys are new to any of these channels, be sure to subscribe. Ohio Valley Coasters, Coaster Kids, Coaster Bot, Coaster Studios,
Jeff
and
Joyner.
Jeff Joyner. Jeff Joyner. We all have content from this trip, and we're all doing different stuff because we're all visiting, the same parks, but we have different takes on everything.
Yeah.
We all have our own style, and so hopefully it'll help you guys understand these parks a bit more. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll find out something that you didn't know, or maybe it'll make you want to come out and book a flight to visit these places. So stay tuned for that. We got a lot of good stuff coming.
All right, guys.
All right.
That's gonna do it.
Yeah, that's it.
Good night.
Yeah.
How do we end the live stream?
I'm gonna hit the off button.
Be brave and stream on.
Be brave and stream on.
Be brave and stream on.
Alright, how do you exit this thing?
Crazy.
You don't
There
know
we
how to
go.
edit?